content, please press the bell icon for further notifications and like, share and subscribe to the channel. The unthinkable had just happened. New Zealand have whitewashed India at home. For the first time in 2 decades, India have lost all 3 test matches at home. Not only that, they have lost in all 3 departments: batting, bowling and fielding. Once again, it's the same old problem, the trials and tribulations against spin bowling. And for the 5th time in this series, India have lost more than 5 wickets in a session. If it happens one time, you might say that it may happen, but it happened 5 times, then you must know that something is wrong. And the kind of batting that India have put forward in this game, it's absolutely shocking. Not only the batting, the coaching, the captaincy, everything. It is absolutely bogus. Gautam Gambhir should take huge responsibility for this kind of poor performance of the Indian cricket team. What kind of coaching is this? Once again, for the 3rd time, Washington Sundar was the last man standing. You do not learn from your mistakes. Why not bat him ahead of Jadeja? I've been telling him for the last 2 test matches. In the first innings of this test match, he was unbeaten on 38. Once again, he ran out of partners. He is the guy who has been playing the Ranji Trophy matches, who has been scoring runs consistently in the Ranji Trophies, and yet you play him at number 9. And what does he do? For 24 balls, he plays perfectly without getting beaten too many times. And once again, he keeps getting run out of partners. Shocking display of batting and shocking decisions from the Indian team management to continuously back players who are out of form. Virat Kohli, the less said about him, the better. Same goes for Rohit Sharma as well. It's time for both of them to retire. They have done plenty of good things for Indian cricket, but their time is up. You can't give them number of chances and yet still they fail over and over again, and you are not giving the younger blood a chance to play. Look at how Kohli was dismissed again. The same last innings, it was Santner, last match rather. In the first innings, he ran himself out, and in the second innings, same. He lunged forward, caught an edge, and was caught at slips. And Sarfaraz Khan, it's very easy scoring runs in domestic crickets on flat pitches where the ball isn't turning. Premeditated sweep shot of a full toss after you have just lost 4 wickets. It is beyond belief. How can these players be selected for the Indian national team? And India have already selected this squad for the tour of Australia before this series. And all these players who have failed miserably in this series, all of them make it to that series as well. So if you are losing 3-0 against New Zealand at home, how can you win 5 test matches in Australia? You can even win 1 test match over there. Pat Cummins and his boys will be laughing at us after the kind of batting that India put forward. It's absolutely shocking. The last time India got dominated so badly was in 2000 by South Africa, where Dale Steyn produced an absolute brilliant spell in Nagpur, where he took 7 wickets for 50 odd runs. But that was a good spell by a very good bowler. Can you imagine Ijaz Patel bowling to India over in second time in the Wankhede? Glenn Phillips, who started his career as a wicketkeeper batsman and now he has turned into an off spinner, and he was almost on the verge of taking a hat-trick. This will go down as one of the worst days in Indian cricket. While for New Zealand, it's the greatest series win in their history. Beating India in India doesn't happen quite often. Whitewashing India in India never happens almost. But they have managed to do it, and they have beaten India convincingly in all the departments: batting, bowling, and fielding. I've never seen an Indian team in my lifetime play spin bowling so poorly. In the course of the three test matches, they didn't have any clue on how to play spin bowling. It's shocking. Maybe some of you in the comment section might tell how poorly India played. It is beyond belief. It is beyond belief. Absolutely. No planning whatsoever. Can you imagine on that pitch Ravichandran Ashwin trying to play a reverse sweep and getting out? When all he was doing was defending, rotating the strike over, no intent, and all of a sudden you want to play a reverse sweep. He didn't play one conventional sweep, and when the ball is turning square, when the top order batsmen are unable to play the reverse sweep, a batsman who comes at number 9 decides to play the reverse sweep and gets out. This is the kind of planning, or rather the lack of it, that has affected Indian cricket in this particular series. And it's time for Rohit, it's time for Virat, it's time for Ashwin as well to call it a day. It's time for them to retire. Let the truth be told. All three of them, including Ravindra Jadeja, have been relatively average in this series. Virat and Rohit have been very poor. Rohit Sharma has scored only 130 runs in this entire home season for India. 130 runs in almost 10 or 11 innings. Virat Kohli has scored nearly 200 odd runs at an average of 23. So these are the stalwarts of Indian batting. They are supposed to lead India to victory. Very disappointing, absolutely a dark day for Indian cricket and Indian cricket lovers. The only batsman who played really well was Rishabh Pant, and as long as he was batting, it almost looked that he had taken the pitch out of the equation. He was dominating the New Zealand bowlers on a turning track. One of the few players who plays spin very well. Who is this 3GLG? What's your name and what you're trying to say? SSA, I don't know what you're saying. Please. Yeah, Rishabh was brilliant. Rishabh Pant played brilliantly. He scored 50 in both the innings, especially in the second innings. Sad. Are you talking about Sri Lanka? Yeah, they got beaten in Sri Lanka. New Zealand got beaten in Sri Lanka. And that same New Zealand team whitewashed India in India. It kind of shows what the Indian cricket team is all about. Anyone can beat this side. Anyone. It doesn't necessarily have to be a very good team. This same New Zealand team, they were playing in Sri Lanka, they lost all their matches. Why? Because at least the Sri Lankan players, they know how to play spin bowling on their own. Unlike their Indian counterparts, who have no idea how to play spinners. No idea. The last time Virat and Rohit played domestic cricket was 10 years ago. 10 years. How can you succeed in turning tracks if you do not play domestic cricket, if you do not play Ranji Trophy cricket? So you are not getting any match practice in between. Your match practice is happening on the test match itself. And it's costing India. Time for these players to actually be dropped. Why not drop them for a match or two and see if some others can perform? 3GLG, I do not know what you are saying. I don't know what you are saying. Please be proper in your statements. Yeah, Rohit and Virat played very poorly, very poorly. Where are you from? Where are you from? I am from India. So, Rohit, the captain, has to take responsibility for this poor display. Where the team needed the senior players to stand out and perform, they have consistently laid them down. It's very poor. It's absolutely hideous. For the first time in 20 years, India have lost 3 test matches consecutively at home, and now the chances of them to qualify for the World Test Championship finals are almost gone. They have to win 5 test matches in Australia, which is absolutely improbable. Probably they are going to lose 3 or 4 test matches for sure. And the kind of confidence that the team is going to take forward in Australia is not that high. They are absolutely going to be shell shocked. Not even in their wild dreams could they have wondered New Zealand beating them in all 3 test matches. Tom Latham deserves all the credit for this amazing captaincy. He has outperformed Rohit in the captaincy department as well, in the batting as well. Tom Latham has batted better than Rohit Sharma in this entire series. And who would have thought that would happen? Rachin Ravindra has scored the most runs in the series. Who would have thought that no Indian players would score the maximum runs in their home tests? Yeah, please don't talk all this rubbish. Who is talking? Yeah, who is this Muhammad M. Bolat? I do not know what you're saying. Don't. Yeah, don't engage in all kind of talk. Do not like, then leave. Please do not engage in this kind of trash talk. Who is talking nonsense? I'm not talking nonsense. Someone in the comments is talking nonsense. Please refrain from using all kinds of bad languages. Yeah, India has already made it a very difficult day for us. My friend here have high pressure for a lot of well puri. 3GLG, whoever you are, you're quite funny. Don't talk all this rubbish. If you have to talk anything on cricket, please say so, but do not talk nonsense. Don't talk anything, don't say anything to anyone which will feel bad, bro. It's not good. It's not good. It's not a nice thing to say these mean things to someone else, right? Maybe I'm not. I'm relaxing. Yeah, please don't objectify people. Yeah, quite a funny statement, bro. Yeah, India has been relatively poor. And who deserves to be the man of the match for this series? Probably they will anyone by maybe Ijaz Patel for the last test match, for this test match, Mitchell Santner for the previous test match, Rachin Ravindra for the first 2 test matches. See, everyone has contributed in some way or the other. In the first test match, it was their fast bowlers, Tim Southee and Willow Rote. In the and in batting, it was Rachin who batted really well. In the second test, Mitchell Santner came in. He picked up 13 wickets in the match. In this test match, Ijaz Patel picked up 10 wickets. So see, everyone has contributed, unlike the Indian team, where the performers have not performed well, unfortunately. It has been quite some time since India have been so poor and lackluster in every department. It's a dark day for Indian cricket. There has to be some punishment, some sort of what should I say, backlash for this. The BCCI should step in and don't give all these players a free hand. It sends kind of a bad message, right? If the seniors cannot play domestic cricket, so why would the juniors do it? More focus is on the IPL rather than test cricket, and that is on evidence once again. They are more concerned about which players are being retained by the franchises who are being sold, what prices are they going at? Test cricket is the hardest format in the game, and if you do not have technique, you cannot survive. Sarfaraz Khan is finding that out as we speak. Premeditated shots, no good defense against the turning ball. Look at how Rishabh was playing. He was forcing the bowlers to bowl different lengths. He was coming down the track. He was hitting them to all parts rather than playing from the crease continuously. If you allow the bowler to bowl at the same spot, then he will get you eventually by a good delivery, right? Yeah, Bolat. Yeah, thank you. The other guy was talking all those nonsense. What wrong? What wrong did I tell? Did I say anything wrong? Please elaborate. How am I wrong? Can you care to say, please? Okay. So this is a sad day for Team India, and it's a very bad day for all the Indian cricket fans as well. Now we go to Australia for 5 tests, which starts later this month, and the Australian cricket team would be firm favourites to win that series as well. Let me know in the comment section what you feel, and if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe to the channel.